Hey guys, the biggest arsehole in the Assassin's Creed community here today, and welcome back to another video on Assassin's Creed. Now this isn't a video on Assassin's Creed Empire, this is a different video, and I've actually got the rogue theme in the background of this. It's been a while, it's been a few videos. I thought, you know what, I won't put the rogue theme in it, and now I just have to. It makes the video, it makes the fucking video. But welcome back to a video on Assassin's Creed. Today is going to be my top 10 characters in the Assassin's Creed series, because I thought I needed another top 10 video. I haven't done one like that in ages. The last top 10 video I did was like fucking top 5 character. No, not fucking top 5 characters. What am I talking about? Top 5 games. You know, that was a fucking fake list. I might have to redo that list. But this list is real. Top 10 characters in the Assassin's Creed series. Let's get fucking right into this. So, number 10 on my top 10 list of favourite Assassin's Creed characters is STEDE Bonnet. Now, you're probably wondering, why the fuck is STEDE Bonnet on this list? I personally love STEDE Bonnet, he's fucking great. As soon as I came across him in Assassin's Creed 4, I loved this character because he's just so funny and completely unaware of anything that's happening. Ubisoft did the comedy of STEDE Bonnet completely perfectly. It's fucking hilarious how when you're in Havana he says his Spanish is very evil instead of very bad. It's just those little things like that are just fucking hilarious, and his character is so awkward, especially when combined with Edward's very serious character at times. It's amazing. He's also very innocent in like the sense that he's just completely unaware of what Edward's doing. He's like killed a man and taken on his identity and stuff, and then he's also mixed in with the assassins and he's a pirate and stuff. But STEDE Bonnet doesn't seem to care. He's perfectly happy about everything that's going on. It's great. Another thing Ubisoft did very well was his kind of sending off scene where he becomes his own pirate and then he tries to be a pirate and then obviously ultimately ends up dying, and you feel really sad because he goes, I'll have some wild tales to tell you when we next meet, and you know they don't meet because STEDE Bonnet dies, and it's just really sad because it's this character that's just really funny and innocent. You wouldn't expect him to be in a situation like that, so Ubisoft did his sending off scene very well. And this is why STEDE Bonnet is number 10 on my list of top 10 favourite characters in Assassin's Creed.
All things considered, I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it?
Number 9 on my list of top 10 characters in Assassin's Creed is BLACKBEARD. Now, I've got another Assassin's Creed 4 character here. The reason why I like BLACKBEARD so much is just because they literally captured what everyone expects BLACKBEARD would have been. An angry, like, shouting pirate. And they got it so well, but they also... Not only was he just a pirate that was, like, mental and was very intimidating, but... in Assassin's Creed 4, you got to know his personality a bit more, and how he was like very good friends with Edward and everything. It was really good. He also wasn't this kind of big character of BLACKBEARD at first. He was just kind of like a normal pirate, and he kind of fit in with everyone very well. And then later in the game, he kind of adopted all of these like things that people have said about him in like historical documents and stuff, and he became this character that everyone expected him to be, with obviously the big black beard and all those pistols and stuff like that. So they didn't just make it cheap by having him Blackbeard straight away. Oh, he's this pirate, he's amazing. You kind of had character progression in him, which is amazing that they actually had some form of character progression with a historical character. They also did his death scene very well. Now, you actually felt sad when BLACKBEARD died, much like STEDE Bonnet, because he was this character that had been there for Edward and assisted him in many different things during the game, and you got to know his character, and you kind of started to like him and stuff like that, and then he dies on the ship, and everything's very emotional, and Edward's clearly not happy about it, so it was just a very sad scene when BLACKBEARD died. And for these reasons, he's number 9 on my list.
If a man plays the fool, then it's only fools he'll persuade, but appear to be the devil. And all men will submit.
And would you be the devil?
Or an audience.
Number 8 on my list for top 10 favourite characters in Assassin's Creed is YUSUF TAZIM from Assassin's Creed Revelations. Now, YUSUF was a fucking great character, and that's why he's on my top 10 list. He was just He was funny, he was charismatic, and he didn't seem to really care about anything. He was quite similar to Ezio and kind of what I want in an assassin for an Assassin's Creed game. He was just a very charismatic character and kind of made a joke of everything, but knew when to be serious, which is everything I kind of want in a character, really. There's not an awful lot you can say about YUSUF as a character, but he is just a great introduction to Constantinople as a whole, as you can kind of get to like his character straight away because he is so warming and just nice and stuff like that. So that's why YUSUF is number 8 on my list of top 10 favourite Assassin's Creed characters. Although there's not much to say about him, he's still one of my favourite characters in Assassin's Creed as a whole.
You have earned your rest, brother. Requiescat in pace.
Brothers, sisters, the whole city rises against us, while Yusuf's murderer waits and watches from the arsenal, laughing. Fight with me, and show him what it means to cross the assassins.
So number 7 on my list of top 10 favourite characters in Assassin's Creed is Malik from Assassin's Creed 1. Now you're probably wondering, why is Malik on this list? Well, he's an incredibly underrated character, and I like him a lot more after reading this book, Secret Crusade on Assassin's Creed, written by Oliver Bowden and stuff like that, you know. After reading the book, you get to know his character a lot better and like him more. So he's one of my favourite characters in Assassin's Creed because his relationship with ALTAIR after Assassin's Creed 1 is really good, and you can tell how much he means to ALTAIR as a friend. I'm pronouncing ALTAIR's name really weirdly there. ALTAIR, I just pronounced. Yeah, but you can just see how good their relationship is in the book, and you can also kind of see at the end of Assassin's Creed 1 how they decide to kind of start liking each other when Al-Mualim goes kind of fucking rogue and starts trying to kill everyone and take over their minds. But I like Malik because he's intelligent and he also holds up the tenets of the creed, and he's just he's a good assassin as well. He's also incredibly sarcastic and passive-aggressive towards ALTAIR in the early stages of the game, when he has his brother killed and his arm cut off and stuff like that. And it's just kind of funny how he can still be comedic and stuff, even when his brother is dead and his arm's cut off and he can no longer do field work for the assassins. So that's another reason why I like his character, because he's incredibly sassy and just fucking savage towards ALTAIR, which is kind of needed because ALTAIR was a fuck in the beginning of the game in Assassin's Creed 1. So Malik is number 7 on my list of favourite Assassin's Creed characters.
The life of an innocent. What I would have done is follow the creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way
My way is better.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
Number 6 of my favourite characters in Assassin's Creed is Leonardo da Vinci from Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. Now, as you all probably expected, he was going to show up on this list at some point. He's a great character. I love his relationship with Ezio and how he kind of is introduced to Ezio through Ezio's mother, and then they just kind of become friends over the years, and it's just fucking great. Leonardo, he's just a great character in general. He makes all these things for Ezio to use. He fixes his father's hidden blade, he makes the hidden gun, he makes the poison darts and stuff like that, and well, he doesn't create them, obviously, he just uses the diagrams from the codex, but he's just great, and he's lovely. He's fucking lovely. Where you can hug him in the game, you can do all that, and you know, when you don't hug him, when you miss the button press, you feel very upset because Leonardo's sitting there like, I really wanted a hug from you, and he doesn't get it, and it's not very nice. Who wouldn't want to hug Leonardo da Vinci? He's great. He's a great character. And yeah, he's also very serious at times as well when he's talking to Ezio about certain things, about like where La Volpe might be, and also in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood he's a bit of a more serious character, which shows some form of character development. But he's also the old Leonardo that everyone loves, and he's a lovely character. because he's not a main character, there's not an awful lot I can say about him, but he is one of my favourite characters in Assassin's Creed because of the relationship he has with Ezio throughout the games, and it's great. He's a great character, and that's why he's number 6 on my list of top 10 favourite characters.
Antonio, this is Leonardo, the master inventor who built these pezzo di merda.
Hey, it's not the machine's fault. It's mine. I've checked and rechecked my blueprints. It's just impossible. I don't know how to extend the flight. Ah, che idea del cazzo!
Now, number 5 on my list of top 10 favourite characters in Assassin's Creed is Haytham KENWAY. Now, Haytham is such a fucking good character. He's literally one of my favourite characters in all of Assassin's Creed because he's so witty and sarcastic, and he's fucking amazing. And he's easily the best character in Assassin's Creed 3 because he's so wise and he knows exactly what he's doing, and there's times where he just completely fucking wrecks Connor. Like, Connor will be saying loads of stuff and he'll be being all naive and ignorant, and then Haytham will just set him straight and Connor will just be left there like, oh shit, I'm a fucking retard. Also, if you read Forsaken, the book, you get to like Haytham even more because the whole book is about Haytham, and it just lets you see his character development from when he was a boy to the events of Assassin's Creed 3 just before he dies, and it's so fucking good. It's just, he's such a great character, and Ubisoft did incredibly well with him. Just all the character development and the fleshing out in the book, I love Haytham. He's so great, and he's such a fucking badass as well. Haytham is one of the best characters ever to be in Assassin's Creed, and that is why he is number 5 on my list.
Private correspondence.
Of course it is. Would you like to know what it says, Connor? It seems your good friend here has just ordered an attack on your village. Although attack might be putting it mildly. Well, tell him, Commander.
We've been receiving reports of Allied natives working with the British. I've asked my men to put a stop to it.
By burning their villages and salting the land, by calling for their extermination, according to this letter. Not the first time either. Tell them what you did 14 years ago.
That was another time. The 7 Years' War.
And so now you see what happens to this great man when under duress. He makes excuses, displaces blame, does a great many things, in fact, except take responsibility. No!
So number 4 on my list of top 10 favourite characters in Assassin's Creed is Desmond Miles. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you expected him to be higher on the list, but no, Desmond is number 4. My reasoning for this is that he's a good character, but his character kind of declines towards Assassin's Creed Revelations and Assassin's Creed 3. Now, in Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and Brotherhood, he's perfectly fine, and in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, he's a funny, likeable, and charismatic character, and he has good chemistry with Rebecca, Sean, and Lucy and all that. But in Revelations, he's kind of by himself, and he doesn't really do an awful lot. And then in Assassin's Creed 3, he's kind of this very serious character and never jokes, which is kind of understandable because he's in this really serious situation where he needs to save the world and everything and all that. But I like him more in the earlier games because he can have a joke and laugh, which just made him more likable for me. So that's why he's number 4 on my list, because he's a good character, but he's not as likable as other characters that will be above him.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes. What do you want me to do, teach you how to mix a martini?
We know who you are, what you are.
So number 3 on my list of top 10 favourite characters in Assassin's Creed is Edward KENWAY. Now, Edward is number 3 on my list because he's such a charismatic character and he's fucking hilarious, and he's just a really good character because if you read the book Forsaken, you kind of get to see Edward's character development from the beginning of Assassin's Creed 4 right till the end where he dies in London. I'm pretty sure they're living in London and he dies. It might not be, it might be different, but I'm pretty sure he does. But you get to see his character development from this kind of pirate that wants just money and is out for gold to this guy that's a master assassin and does work for the assassins in London and England, and he's this wise man and has this family that he's got set up, and it's just really good because it shows how Edward became this this assassin, and it also shows you what Haytham was like when he was a little kid. And the cutscene at the end of Assassin's Creed 4 is fucking amazing, because if you've read the book, you get to see Jenny, which is Edward's daughter, and you also get to see Haytham, and it's fucking amazing, because you're like, oh my god, it's them from the book, and Haytham's in Assassin's Creed 3, and yeah, it's just great. Edward's a really good character. Like, Assassin's Creed 4 isn't necessarily a good Assassin's Creed game, but it's a good game overall, and Edward really makes the game what it was, really, because he's just such a great character, and that's why he's number 3 on my list.
No. For years I've been rushing around taking whatever I fancied, not giving a tinker's curse for those I hurt. And yet here I am, with riches and a reputation, feeling no wiser than when I left home. Yet when I turn around, look at the course I've run. There's not a man or woman that I love left standing beside me.
So number 2 on my list of top 10 favourite characters in Assassin's Creed is ALTAＩR ibn Ahad from Assassin's Creed 1 and Assassin's Creed Revelations. Now, the reason why ALTAIR is number 2 is because he's literally where everything started. Everything started with ALTAIR, and he's the wisest of all the assassins, and he's such a fucking badass. Assassin's Creed 1, as you all know, is one of my favourite games in the Assassin's Creed series, mainly due to nostalgia, and ALTAIR is just such a fucking great character. He created the double hidden blade, he created the hidden gun, he created the poison darts and all those cool things Ezio uses in the games. And also, if you read the book, The Secret Crusade, you get to know ALTAIR a lot better, because you see what he does throughout his whole life, and you get to see the progression from when he's a little boy all the way to when he dies as an old man, and it's amazing, it's amazing. He overthrows Abbas, he fucking redeems himself in the Assassin Brotherhood and sets up the Assassin Brotherhood not to be set up in plain sight, and he's the best. He's the best, the wisest assassin out of all of them, and that's why he's number 2 on my list, because he's such a legendary character in the Assassin's Creed series, and he was just such a cool character in the first Assassin's Creed game. When I first played it, I was like, ALTAIR is so fucking cool. He's just badass. It's a badass assassin you get to play as. Like, he's like a cold killer, and he's great. He's fucking great, and that's why he's number 2.
No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio. Requiescat in pace, ALTAIR.
So number 1 on this list is probably very obvious, and everyone was kind of expecting this. Number 1 on my list for my top 10 favourite Assassin's Creed characters is Ezio Auditore da Firenze. Now, it's not as if it's a massive surprise. He's my favourite character in basically any video game series ever. My reason for this is because he has the perfect mix of seriousness and comedy. It's fucking amazing. He's such a good character, and the reason why you like him so much is because he's in Assassin's Creed 2 to Assassin's Creed Revelations, which means you get 3 games with him, and you get to see his character development all the way from when he's born all the way to in the twilight of his life. And then if you watch Assassin's Creed Embers, you also get to see where Ezio dies and his life comes to an end, and there's also many books about him too, and he's just such a fucking great character. I can't stress enough how much I love Ezio, and that's obviously why he's my number 1 character in Assassin's Creed as a whole, because he's just such a fucking badass, and he's so good. He's so good. I hope you guys understand why I like him so much. I'm not being an Ezio dick. Actually, I am being an Ezio dick, right? He's my favourite fucking character. If anyone gets triggered over it, fucking deal with it, alright? So yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smack the fucking like button and comment down in the comment section below what your favourite Assassin's Creed characters are, and you know, subscribe for more Assassin's Creed content in the future, because obviously as I'm an Assassin's Creed channel, I will be uploading Assassin's Creed content. And don't forget to subscribe please, because I'm almost on 2,000 subscribers. As of recording this right now, I am 65 subscribers away. Get me to 2,000 subscribers, I love you forever guys. Okay,